Hey y'all, it's Indigo here, back with some 5v5 Grand Arena. It's about time. Glad to be done with all that 3v3 nonsense. Now we can start with a game mode that actually matters and practice our counters. Give a quick shout out to all my patrons. Glad to have you guys and thank you for your continued support. Doc, glad to have you as a patron again. It's been a little bit of a hiatus, so welcome back. Let's go ahead and jump into the round. Let me show you guys how things went down. Okay, so by the time I checked, which was a little bit later, my opponent had already gone, and just like I was hoping, he got stuck somewhere. So you can see that there. He's stuck on a JTR squad down on the bottom. He went multiple battles, and yeah, there's no way he's going to get through that. Not with going multiple battles on some other squads that I had set out. So he's going to be stuck there, which means I just basically have to clear half the board more efficiently than he does. He does have his Rey. You can see her on the board. But let's go ahead and check out the top real quick, show you what he's got up there. So I wasn't sure what he was going to put down. He's got just a standard Grievous team. And then look, he's got Darth Revan, no Malak there. And then some Mother Talzin-led Night Sisters. This is a guy I fought, actually, in the last week of 5v5, just before we had the 3v3 Grand Arena, and I beat him then, so let's see if we can't make it 2 for 2. And down here in the bottom, you can see that, look, he set his Rey, and there's his Malak. He put Malak with Rey, and then he's got a Newt squad with a nest in there. So, some good stuff out front. I personally set both of my Galactic Legends on defense this round, and he cleared them both, but maybe that's why he got stuck on my other Rey. So I need to clear this one with a counter, which was my goal for this round. I want to practice my counters, so we're going to get right after it. We're going to go ahead and take in Jedi against his Rey, and this guy's got a freaking fast RH Finn. Like, it was 343, so that's not ideal, because normally you're supposed to go first, you mark Rey, but since Finn is already inspired, every time I'm hitting him, I'm getting countered for, extra damage to my team, which is definitely not great. So I practiced this, fortunately, in Arena a couple times. My buddy Castle put this exact same team in, and I failed a couple times, and I succeeded a couple times, so it was going to be rough. You got to get Rey out, and that didn't happen. Right there when Gas went, he was supposed to knock her out, and instead, she's got her damage immunity. Look at that. She got whirlwinded, Gas out of there. So now I just got Luke. Thankfully, Luke is kind of your second. If Gas dies, Luke can step up to the plate and put some damage in, and you have like a slim chance to salvage the run. You just gotta, hopefully keep everybody alive. Unfortunately here, she went into ultimate, which absolutely is not ideal. When she goes into ultimate, that didn't happen in any of my testing, whether I failed or succeeded. She didn't get her ultimate off, and here she did. Thankfully, she didn't kill anybody. So I still have a, slim chance to salvage this. So we do what we can, stuck behind taunt, got to go after L3, trying to get over there to where I can go after Rey, because got to get her out. Check this out. Hermit Yoda's turn, called Jedi Knight Luke to assist since he does the most damage. Boom, knocked Rey out of there. But then unfortunately they decided to shoot my Revan and take him out. Now I just have Luke and Bastila there, and those bros just do, too much damage. Malak too, he's no picnic with his drain life. That crap's annoying whenever he just drains your full health bar, in one shot. So not great there. Nothing I can do here with just Jedi Knight Luke by himself. I know Hermit Yoda's there, helps with the healing, helps with his master's training, all that, but I even with the stuns, I just don't have enough damage to like punch through. And at this point, I'm just trying to get out whoever I can, because if I can leave just a lone Malak, then that's easy cleanup with crew, or that's my thinking anyway. So, unfortunately, I didn't get down to lone Malak, but getting the Ray out is huge. You see that there? There's no Ray, and then there's no pre-taunt to worry about. So I got the bros, and I got Malak to take out. If I can get them out, I should be in great shape. I think I'd call that a success. I mean, I'd like to one-shot it, but dang, getting it down in 2 isn't too bad when he's left me some wiggle room. He went multiple battles on a lot of my squads, so I just have to clear these guys. While I'm thinking about what I want to use there, I'm going to go up top and start clearing these out. That way at least I can get to his ships, clear more zones. Because I know I'm going to be able to get through the front on the bottom. So I want to be able to get through both top zones, clear his ships, and get ahead on points. Even if I end up not, full clearing. So since he set a standard Grievous team, this is a good opportunity to bring in my Night Sisters. That plus, I really wasn't sure what I was going to use anyway. Using my Jedi against his Rey, and then having to come up with something decent for a cleanup. It's always tricky deciding what gets used where. I thought about using Padme against Grievous to practice that counter. I want to practice a lot of things this Grand Arena season. Now that we're back in 5v5, I want to do testing where I can. It's not always easy in squad arena, coordinating that. So it's a good opportunity to practice all your counters for like territory wars. If your guild, has standard things that you use and they want everybody to get them in line, this is what you should do. Just practice a lot of things. And it's pretty fun. I like using Night Sisters against Grievous when I can. We don't really see too many vanilla Grievous comps these days. People are always putting, BB-8 or putting Newt in there. So it's kind of nice to see one with just the droids, not have to worry about any little tricks and things you got to worry about. It's pretty standard. You're just going after who you can. Doesn't really matter what order you kill them in. Try to get out B2 as soon as you can, but really, it's Plague that handles that. You pretty much are going to end up killing everybody off with the Plague. Look at this. I've got Magna in the red, B2 in the red, and they both die at once, which was awesome. So Grievous only gets the one turn. They didn't go one after the other. They went at the same time. Grievous only got one turn for that. Now I just have Droideka to worry about and Grievous left. So working on that. Just got to get rid of that damage immunity on Droideka. And if I can do that, then I'm okay to be able to take out Grievous. So there we go. Heal up. Dispel that damage immunity. Now I can just go all out on Droideka. And back to business as usual. We're in a lone Grievous here. I just got to wait for Daka to heal. She heals and brings back everybody except for Spirit. I want to try and revive Spirit before it ends. That way I can get my full points. So here we go. Start using basics. Spirit gets the kill, gets to be revived. Didn't get full health, but 54 manners there, so that was kind of nice. Now we're going to take out his Night Sisters. And for that, I had a couple choices. I really wasn't sure what I wanted to use. But I went with Padme here just because they have a lot of healing. And a lot of, that protection up is going to help you keep the plague off. You don't really have to worry about that a whole lot. I put Zeris in there. Having that extra healer is nice. And having the passive heals with her Zeta, that every time they get crit, your team's going to heal up. So that means whenever they go, how Night Sisters get going, and then they're taking repeated shots at GK there, and they can't take them out, which is good. I think if I wouldn't have had Zeris in there, he probably would have been dead. I mean, he ain't going to last forever, especially if you don't keep that protection up on him. So one good thing is bringing Ahsoka. I think she's a key piece, and sometimes people forget that. Without Ahsoka in there, you don't have that constant dispelling of zombies' taunts, so you're liable to get stuck behind that. So I left out Jedi Knight Anakin. I figured I didn't really need his, healing immunity, buff immunity, as long as I have Ahsoka in there to constantly dispel the taunt on zombie on special. So that's what we're doing. I was able to take out Daka finally after getting 2 kills out of the way. Took out Daka, now I don't have to worry about her reviving anybody. All I have to do is make sure that nobody on my team dies, that way somebody doesn't come back from the grave. You do have to put up with the extra assists from the grave, but that's not too big of a deal. You just got to watch and use your heals kind of scientifically to make sure that you keep everybody healthy and alive. Right now I got a bit of plague on me. Not much I can do about that since I used Xeris' big heal already. So just got to cycle back around. Use a little heal from Ahsoka there. Try and get rid of Zombie's taunt. And that way I can go after somebody else. She keeps taunting, which is annoying. But making progress. They keep going after GK, which is exactly what we want. It's what he's there for. The good thing about bringing in Yoda in this comp is that he's got specials and he'll cycle through them pretty quick. And every time he uses a special, he's going to call Ahsoka to assist. So you can get rid of that taunt. Now I'm starting to make progress, getting rid of Mother Talzin. Now I'm trying to work on Asajj and get her out of there. One by one. But you can see just how many basics they use. And they keep calling the assist from the grave, which is getting really annoying. Right there, I got her. Had just enough damage to be able to take her out, which was nice. So I just have Spirit and Zombie left to deal with. Just got to get rid of that taunt one more time and then just start dogpiling Spirit as much as I can. So see, there's Yoda's special with the splash. Perfect for calling Ahsoka in, getting those extra hits. Got Spirit on the ropes now. She's down the yellow to the red. And I just went ahead and used the dog pile to make sure that she died. And then there we go. There's Zombie. 55 banners is probably par for the course. So good there. We'll move on to the next team. Alright, the last team we got to worry about is this Darth Revan team up top. So what you're seeing now is me throwing in just a burner squad, which worked perfectly. They used all of their specials and he ended with that ball lightning. And that's exactly what I wanted. Now throwing my CLS team. Just my basic everyday CLS team. Going straight after Fallen Bastila. Got to get her out of there. So we're just going to go hard. Go straight at her. Take her out. We've got all the heavy damage from my rebels who are Relic 7. And then we've got exposes from C-3PO. Doing his thing. So it's perfect. Now the rest of them can kind of fall one by one. It's so much easier without Malak in there to worry about. Don't have him fearing and shocking and draining life. So don't have to worry about that. Everybody else falls pretty easily. They're not very sturdy characters. So take out HK. Now I've got Marauder gone. Now I've got Revan left. And I've got my full team alive. So doing good there. You can see he didn't get back around to his full team fear. So I don't have to worry about that. 37 banners on a second time win. Hey, I'll take it. Gets me through to ships. I can see that he's got a negotiator waiting back there for me. Might explain why he went 2 rounds on my own ships, which was awesome. I set Malevolence, so he must have used his and it didn't work out for him. So it took him 2 battles. So we'll come back to this. I don't really like ships too much. Let's go ahead and finish up this ground. See what he's got in the back there. And clean up this race squad. First, we're going to go after Newt. Because I know what I'm going to use there. And it's my Geos. Save those because a lot of people like to put Newt on defense. And they're really good at taking out this team with all the extortion. Every time you cleanse out the extortion, it still counts as an attack. Like you get Geos assisting and all that crap. Okay, so I put a lot of work into my Geos in the off season. After DSTB, when I missed a couple waves, I decided that I need to strengthen my Geos. So I took the last 2 from Gear 12 up to Relic something or other. I think 3 of mine are now Relic 7. And then one of them's Relic 5 and the other's Relic 4. So they're pretty stacked. And the Relic 4 is Sunfax, so that doesn't really matter. And Relic 5, I think, is Poggle. And the important ones that do damage are Relic 7 now and ready to put in work. So you can see that this team does what it's supposed to do. I've got just Dooku, Newt, and Jango left to deal with. Going after Newt. That way I can get one death down at least. But I got Spy's big hit. Use it to take out Dooku right there. Boom, don't have to worry about him. Now it's just Jango and Newt left to deal with. I do have one of mine. I don't know which one that is, but one of them is stunned over there. But seems like we don't really need him. I don't know which one that is, but the rest of them are going after Jango now. So got one of his deaths out of the way. Look at that. Down into the yellow. Just keep doing the assist attacks. Don't even have to worry about anything. That's it. I didn't get to cycle back around and heal him up. So 55 banners, but work like a charm. Now we're going to clean up this Rey mess. And I wasn't sure if First Order, my crew team, which is what I had planned to use here, would work with the bros still in there. I know they're great against just Malak when he's left as a cleanup, but I didn't want to throw them in and then have them get tore up by these bros, because I know they can swap turns back and forth and do a bunch of damage and assisting and all that crap, so didn't want to mess with that. I figured I'll throw my clones in there, see what happens, and it's Rex clones, and then I put Clone Sergeant. He's just gear 12, but he's a clone. I mean, I could have used, I guess, Wampa or something, I don't know, but I went ahead and threw him in there just because, and figured that would work. And if I could take out at least just the bros and leave alone Malak, then I could clean that up with crew First Order, no problem. So now we are down to a lone Malak, which is great. And I hopefully do enough damage where I can take him out. You know, let's see how it goes. Rex's big hit doesn't really affect Malak as a one-shot, but it did some damage and took him down into the yellow. So if I can keep doing enough damage, maybe I can just take him out. So that's what I'm trying to do. I got him down to the red. He healed back up, though, and killed one of my clones. The sergeant, I guess, doesn't really matter. But look, I got him back down into the red. Arc and Echo, man, they hit like trucks. I got them all modded for damage. So look at that. Killed Malak, got through to the back, and it was the two teams that I probably did not want to see, because they both take the same team, which is my Traya. I had used my Night Sisters already, used my Padme already. I mean, I only have one team for both of these. So there's nothing I can do. You can't really grind these down. So I will just go ahead and take out the Geos, because I know with absolute certainty I can take out these Geos with my Traya. Sometimes I use just Scion and Traya, but I messed with my mods a bit, and these were decently high relic Geos, some relic 7s. This guy had a lot of relic 7s actually, and I just didn't want to chance it. Like if I threw just Traya and Scion in there, tried to go for full banners and extra points, I mean, it probably would work, but if it didn't work, then I'm stuck with two teams that I can't clear instead of just one. So I went ahead and threw some fodder in there. You know, you see Savage in there, and I think it was Baze, just an extra tank. Or it was Zalbar, I think. Yeah, Zalbar. Doesn't really matter. I mean, they were there just to die and bide time, because by the time they kill those guys and they work back around to my main trio, look, I've already got them at low health. I've got Brute isolated, taking out Alpha. I mean, you guys know how this goes. Traya is the counter for this. I mean, you could use Night Sisters too. They do work. But Traya is the absolute best counter. Get the job done, no problem. So, there we go. Only 52 banners, but it's not about banner efficiency this match. It's just about clearing more stuff than he did, which he's stuck. I don't think he's getting through that JTR squad. So I just got to clear these ships. I did a negotiator mirror match, which you've all seen those. They're pretty boring. and I'm not great at fleet. I got 57 banners there, but I did it in one shot, and it took my opponent 2 shots to get through my fleet. So as long as I one shot, hey, I'm doing good. So I cleared 3 zones. Probably that's the best I could do. I threw a couple things at Padme, but really there was nothing that would even put a dent in her. I thought if I could maybe take her out, then I'd have a chance to do cleanup, but nothing I threw at her really worked. So I just left it as is, and I think that's the way it's going to end. So it's nice to start off this new season of Grand Arena 5v5 with a win. I'm excited to make more of these videos. Glad to be back in 5v5, and we will catch you guys next round. Shout out to my buddy Mikayas. He runs a modding service. He'll go through, make sure you got the right squad compositions and the right mods on the right characters. Give your account a real nice tune-up. I'll put the link to his Discord in my description. Go ahead and check him out. Tell him Indigo sent you. Thanks for watching my video, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, share your comments down below, and hopefully you'll check out my other videos on my channel. Peace.